This is Jordan Atkins, your new favorite driver. We did a rodcast at her garage with no Wi-Fi signal and the quality was horrible. Sorry about that. So now I'll bring to you the unedited, full version on our backup camera. Enjoy.
Check it out, wiffle ball bat, go.
Hey, welcome to Mechanicsville Hot Rod Cast for Tuesday. We're here in an undisclosed location, top secret location. We will divulge a little bit more about that in a minute. But right now, we didn't have much going on this weekend. Stu, you got a little update on the Jeep. I know you did some turning some wrenches.
I did. I went over to put the thermostat in the Jeep and couldn't find it. So I went and bought a new one. And when I got back home, I found it.
So you
And
got two of them.
it was,
You have
I
two
got
of
two of them. It was exactly where I left it. So while I was, while I was working on the Jeep, I was unable to put the thermostat in, but I did manage to put the flex fan on. I pulled it outside when it was not raining to do some muffler work.
Yeah.
And in the midst of me being under the Jeep, it started raining.
It was a deluge, I believe.
A what?
A deluge.
A frog strangler is what I call it. So I crunked it back up and backed it back inside and went home and
Dried out?
changed my underwear and
Oh, okay.
my wet socks and all that jazz.
So you're not dried out
I
yet?
took a nap after that. One of those retired naps. It was awesome too.
All right, so we're making a little progress on the Jeep. We hope to get that back over to the Medicine Lodge here pretty soon, so Stu can not use chemical guys.
I hate those dudes.
One opinion changed everything.
I've never even heard of chemical guys.
Okay, all right. So
It's turtle wax at my house. Paste.
no, we're up here on the mountain, as somebody says. We're here to show you what sits behind us.
I don't understand.
The race car, this beautiful unstickered piece right now, but soon to be stickered up with all the numbers, the lettering, and the sponsors for a particular driver at the Madhouse. Let us introduce you to Miss Jordan Atkins.
Hey,
How you doing, Jordan?
I am doing fabulous. How
Hey,
are you?
it's great to be on the mountain at this
Yep.
undisclosed top secret location
That's right.
where all things Bowman Gray happen right
That's
now.
right. That's where fast things happen here.
Fast things happen here. Hey, I like that. I like that. We will definitely have to tag that. Fast things happen here.
That's right.
Sort of like when you catch yourself on the roadside putting a water pump on a truck. Mechanicsville happens when Mechanicsville happens. But thanks for coming on Mechanicsville.
Yeah.
We're here to highlight you. You are a current racer at Bowman Gray Stadium.
I am.
What division do you race in?
So I drive a number 23 car in street stock.
Okay. And we have modified it as the top tier division over at Bowman Gray Stadium. Then it's sportsman.
Yep, correct.
Sportsman, and then street stock, which is sort of like you're like cutting your teeth, growing as a racer, learning the ins and outs, and do you want to move up? Are you planning on moving up, or are you just going to dominate street stock?
I mean, potential move up. I don't think anytime soon. Like I was kind of telling you earlier, it's a lot more money when you go up there and play with them boys.
That's
you know?
right. That's right.
Where we run a 20-lap feature just about every week, except for 1 week, we have a 50-lap race. Whereas sportsmen, they can run, I think, twin 20s, twin 40s, 100-lap races. It's just a lot more pressure. You need a lot of bodies around to help because, you get into some type of
We need
incident.
bodies, Stu. We need to stack some bodies, Stu. All right.
You've only got pretty much one feature, which could be us in between to fix the damage to get back out there. And, I mean, Potentially. It's just, it all comes down to money at the end of the day, I feel like.
Okay. So, Jordan, tell us, how long have you been racing at Bowman Gray Stadium?
So I started racing at Bowman Gray in 22. I was a long time fan since 2012. My family has always been around drag racing, so I spent pretty much my whole life at Farmington in, where's that, Mechanicsville?
Yeah.
And then it had rained out one night, and my mom was like, "You want to go check out this place called Bowman Gray?" And I was like, "Sure." I was like, "They go in circles, they don't go straight." She's like, "Yeah, it's going to be different." I fell in love.
Yeah.
I've never missed a race since, and then finally got the opportunity to get in it, and haven't looked back.
So that was 22?
That was 22.
Okay. What had you raced prior to that?
Nothing. When I was younger, we had four-wheelers, dirt bikes, stuff like that. But as far as racing anything, go-kart, nothing, I didn't have the opportunity. And I'm not knocking my family at all. I mean, I played basketball, and I was happy doing that. But we definitely didn't have the funds to go into racing. But, you know, I mean, you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So I hit the track, didn't know how to change gears, nothing.
Yeah,
Probably shouldn't have been there.
That's what I was going to say, because you made a comment earlier that you had never driven a stick shift car prior to that, did you?
Never in my life. Nope.
What was the learning curve like on that, particularly dealing with a race clutch?
It's stiff now that I know the difference, because I have a little Mazda it's my A to B car. I'll give it hell, but the clutch in that is night and day. I mean, it's so easy, and then this thing is pretty stiff.
Yeah.
You know, first time on the track, before I could even get out pretty much what you'd say the pit box, I bet you I started out by 8 times. But ever since then, I mean, it's become pretty much, you don't even have to think, second nature. But it was definitely a lot to adapt to, for sure. Especially, I probably should have had more practice and all before I decided to go to Bowman Gray, because that was my first race, was Bowman Gray. And a lot of people go and race elsewhere and learn. Well, I was like, screw it.
Well, hey, there's another young gun that we follow, if you're familiar with the channel, Darian Houston. His motto is, "Come on in, the water's warm."
That's right.
So you just dove right in.
You got to.
All right.
To.
So this is your program here. Just give us a brief overview of the car. What car is this?
All right. So this chassis is from a 23. It's a Townsend, so it's an older car. It's a perimeter car. I run a 602 crate engine with a 350 2-barrel carburetor. Like I said, we had a 20-lap feature. It's a truck arm car. It's kind of, a lot of people have gone away from perimeter cars. Kind of what I was talking about earlier. They're kind of more forgiving, more lenient if you make a mistake, to kind of gather back up, especially being on a conventional setup. But I've made a lot of upgrades this winter, I feel like, as much as my pockets would allow, to get the car, you know, to kind of be more competitive. I'm not saying it was a bad car before. I mean, it's proved that it can run and hang, but it definitely needed some tweaks. So I've switched over from conventional to bump stops this year. And so far we've had 2 practices. I've had no issues. Honestly, the car was handling really, really, really good. There was a lot of stuff wrong on like my gearbox. We didn't know all year last year, but it was really messed up, and you'd see in GoPro videos, it didn't matter what adjustments we would do to the car. It was, I mean, after 20 laps, I'm like, how are these guys racing for 100? Because I cannot. And I even work out, you know, so I'm like, it's not that. But, so that was a huge issue last year, and now it's like night and day. It's like butter. Just all the changes that I've made, and I've had a new setup guy come on. His name's Jamie Bird. He has done phenomenal with my car. He went top to bottom on it for 2 or 3 weeks, and all I can say is when I got behind the wheel and took it out on the track, I was like, oh man, you know, this is awesome. So I really appreciate all his hard work and effort and the time that he's devoted to help me. And he's always a phone call away. I mean, I've called him with questions, we've thrown it back on the scales, stuff like that. Give him feedback, but I mean, we're heading in the right direction.
Absolutely.
We're heading in the right
It
direction.
sounds like you are. So we were also talking off camera earlier before we got on here that you're sort of what we call an anomaly over at the Madhouse. You're a female driver. you're also the car owner and major funder of the vehicle. And I know from the past, female drivers have not been maybe received quite as well in the past. How do you feel your male counterparts accept you, or how do they race you at the Madhouse?
In my class, I would say everybody pretty much, for the most part, races me the same way that I race them. And that question right there, I mean, I know it's always talked about, it's probably one I hate the most, is because when I get in the car, I do not think about gender. I could care less. You know, we're all out there chasing the flag. And
Right.
I would say I'm not really rough-hounded too bad. I would say about 85% of the field races me clean. Come up, you know, good job. Same vice versa, stuff like that. But there's a few over there that there's some things I don't appreciate with how I was taken out in the year prior. And there's a place to get somebody, and there's a place not to get somebody.
Right.
And I feel like if you got to get somebody going in the corner, then you're not the faster car, you know?
Yeah.
There's
always a lot of contention about how even guys in upper classes race each other. There has been a long, storied history of many battles that have taken place over at the Madhouse for the flag, as you say.
For sure.
But I applaud you for everything that you're doing. You have a great start of a race team here, and you talked about pockets and money a while ago. Who is your main funder for your race team?
So they are anonymous.
Okay.
They actually don't own a company or anything. It's someone that's been behind me for the past 2 years. Literally anything that I need within reason. All I gotta do is reach out, and you'll see that logo is actually being moved to the biggest spot of the car this year, which it's a 3-leaf clover, and will be on the hood this year.
Okay, all right. And then as far as the day-to-day operations and just the movement of the team and the run and go getter and pay for this and pay for that, who does that?
Honestly, Kevin over here.
Okay. All right.
He has taken charge this year, and I've told him for the past 3 weeks, like, he has been on his game. He's been doing everything he can, going the extra mile, you know, doing stuff I'm not even thinking about. Like, you know, he's like, we don't have hero cards for Saturday. And I'm like, oh, well, we got to do something, you know. But Kevin has really helped a lot. He's stepped up to the plate. He's been here. He's learned. He's taken notes. I mean, he's even studied the rule book this year. Like, any questions about how many times he's read that book and highlighted pages? I mean, pretty much anything you want to know, he's going to pretty much be able to tell you spot on. But
balls right there.
you're right.
But
And then you pull it out.
Okay.
And it's like, uh-oh.
yeah. But I didn't know that the chemical wax was not the same as,
Oh, yeah,
or
no.
the ceramic.
Completely
it's not
different.
the same.
I mean,
as-
you're looking at a 2-day process versus 20 minutes.
yeah. And it's there for 5 damn years.
So while they're talking wax and shit, I'm gonna show you this car.
Hey,
We're
back.
finally live
I didn't
streaming.
know we were live. Are we back?
Yeah, it was on. I don't know. I fixed it.
You fixed it.
Yeah.
We need Eddie. We need an IT guy.
We do. We do.
Let me call Elon.
Call Buffkin. See if he's
All right.
free.
So we were not visible, but now we're visible public now.
Sweet.
So Furlan is on, I believe.
Hey,
HRE.
Furlan.
Yeah, we got one
Furlan.
viewer.
Say hey to Furlan.
Hey, Furlan.
That's my cousin.
Oh, that's our one viewer.
Yeah.
We're
that's
on
our
to
one-
something.
Mechanicsville Nation.
That's
Furlan
right.
Ellie. So we're going to walk around the car,
All right.
and you said earlier, or you alluded to earlier, that there's a Pontiac 326 under here. Is that accurate?
I mean,
Or
yeah.
did I not hear?
Well, you might have come up with that in your own head, but I mean, you might be heading in the right direction.
It is a V8.
It is a V8.
Okay. So I noticed that this is not metal. Tell me about this.
So there's,
Bodywork.
I'm pretty sure, and don't quote me on this, but you could buy 2 different type body styles. One where it has plastic rear and front quarters, whereas the other is fiberglass. I guess it's like a sheet metal fiber. I don't even know. But the reason I don't run it is because our class don't know how to race, and
Okay.
we literally wreck. I'm not joking. There's a wreck every 2 laps, and it's just easier to. You can heat that up and bend it back than it is to. Oh yeah, you should see what my car looked like last year at the end. Oh gosh, looked like I got ran over.
And to get this sheen, you probably used some chemical guys.
No, I did not.
You did? Oh, okay.
No, I did not.
I got that where I got that 326.
Oh
didn't
yeah.
I?
Oh.
Okay.
Back you, Brian.
Right. So coming around to the interior here,
All right.
I don't see any passenger seats. I don't see any back seats.
No, unfortunately, there's not. I cannot ride nobody. I would totally put my dog Diesel in here if I had the opportunity. Let's see.
So you're 4-speed there.
Yep.
Did we cover that already?
Mhm.
Okay. Tell us about your seat, your safety.
So the safety measurements, as far as what I'm aware of at the track, this is a full containment seat. You don't necessarily in my class have to have it. It's just a lot more safer versus the seat I had my first year. There's like a fire suppression system behind the seat, and you'll see that pink looking zip tie that's hanging down.
Unknown caller.
Hopefully I never have to pull that, but that would shoot out the fire.
Halon or whatever it's
yeah.
called.
MSD, ignition, that blue with the pink, that's brake bias. So you can adjust in the car whether you want to give more rear brake, front brake, just depends on how the car is reacting, loose, tight, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they check the window net is supposed to be in date, seat belts in date. I usually have a Hans device on. I wear gloves, full fireproof suit.
I know she said little fireproof suit, as opposed to like a big fireproof suit for me.
Well, you know, I mean, like NHRA, like John Force and them. I mean, them things are like that thick. Ours is like a 2-layer, so it's not. I mean, a lot of people bitch and say like they get hot, which I mean I get if you're running a big race like that, but I don't really sweat that much, so the heat really doesn't bother me.
Sweating down holding this phone. Good
I
gracious.
noticed the side view mirror over there. That's so you can communicate with your competition.
Yeah, you know.
Hand signals and whatnot.
The bird usually.
That.
Yeah, usually.
You've got like 1 lap to go. Like
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
Okay.
That's right. I've only had that mirror. I have not had a mirror in my race car since my 2nd season because I was mirror watching too bad. So they ripped my everything
Took it
out
away from you.
to where I couldn't see nothing. Well, I guess towards the end of the year I was being more responsible and not mirror driving, so I got at least a little baby side mirror back.
Is this your 2nd year, you said?
No, I've been racing since 22, so this is my 4th season.
4th season.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep, we kick off this Saturday. I think we're the 3rd race of the night.
I hate that we can't be there.
Money's on the line.
It's gonna be. Oh, it'll be packed wall to wall in there. It'll probably be sold out.
Has the track changed since NASCAR came to town? Since it used to be?
Yeah. So there's NASCAR came back in February, had the
Mm-hmm.
Clash. They had put a fence up all the way around, like a catch fence. They've taken partial of that down. The walls are soft walls now, which
Oh.
they're not
Almost
really
better.
that soft.
I was going to say, I don't, yeah.
Yeah, that depends on speed.
I have not hit it yet, but I have seen some cars hit it and do a lot of damage, and it didn't even look like that bad of a hit. So I don't really know how soft they are. I don't want to
So,
find out either.
Mechanicsville was at the Clash, and I noticed that they've taken the old guardrail system out, and like you said, put the safer barrier in.
Mm-hmm.
Was there real estate gain there? Did the track actually widen, or was that just something that I perceived from the stands?
It looked. I had went out and walked the track, and it looked like parts of the straightaways did. I mean, but you're talking like that much, and it almost looked like too, like in the corners, it kind of looked like it came in a little bit. But as far as, you know, I was kind of worried about going out there first time. I'm like, these walls are probably going to be a little different, you know. Didn't even think about it. Like, kept cruising the way.
So your points, your braking points, and your
Pretty much
pickup
same.
of the throttle are the same place, basically.
Pretty much. I mean,
Okay.
we've been dealing with a green track, you know, so there's no rubber. So everybody's pretty much been pretty on the slow side, slipping, sliding. There's no traction, you know. But give or take about, reaction time as far as brake, roll, where to throttle up. stuff like that, to me, has been pretty much the same.
Okay.
Yeah. What else you got?
I think that's it. I mean,
We're done. Thank you so much. Thank you
a
for
wrap.
tuning in, everybody.
That's a wrap.
deuces.
Chemical guy's out.
That's right. Peace out.
No, it's because I'm a neophyte when it comes to this. I'm a neophyte. I'm sorry. It's a person new to it. It's a person uneducated about it.
Throwing out those.
Sorry. Yeah.
Kevin, you have to watch him. The dictionary will fall open and he'll learn a new word.
Yeah, and I use like 16 times.
Once I find a word, I stick with it. I try to use it.
Yeah, I'm a noob.
Okay.
He's a noob.
So,
Right.
like, I'm used to a bunch of dudes in cut-off jean shorts
Really short.
looking like me, looking like us, going, I'm a race car driver. Then you come along and blow that out, you and Darian. And it's like, oh, well, then maybe I could do this.
Well, it's cool seeing younger folk
It is.
like Darian and you and of course myself.
Yeah.
Young folk getting into hot rod sports. Even when I was younger, hanging around that stuff, it was a bunch of old gray-haired dudes, man,
Yeah.
cussing and fussing and
Long
throwing
gray
shit
beards.
and drinking
Not a lot of hair on there.
liquor and chasing it with pickle juice,
Fat
Don
bellies.
Clemens. Running over the Christmas tree at Farmington.
Right.
But now to be on the
I watch
opposite
that.
end of that spectrum, to see young folks showing an interest is pretty cool.
I don't see as much cut-off jeans as I used to in the mullets.
Well, by God, you wait till it warms up. I'll hack these off right here. I don't care.
You gotta grow a little hair to get that mullet going now. You gotta stop buzzing it.
That's true. Just in the back.
Just take it right here and put it on the back.
I could
and
do
wear
that.
it in bed.
I could-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to do a skullet where it's like a hole in the middle that comes down the back.
Get a cul-de-sac in there.
Yeah. Turnaround circle.
Jordan, I know when you and I were talking earlier, you said you hated the gender question.
Yeah.
And I understand that, and I get that. But being an anomaly, you are setting the precedent for some young lady or even a young man that is sitting in the stands watching you do your thing. And that's exactly what you're doing. You are doing your thing. You are taking the money that people are providing you, the support that people are providing you, and opportunities like this to put yourself out there. Kudos to you. I mean, you have grappled with your passion. You've got a hold of it, and you're pulling it right along with you. And I applaud you.
Yeah.
I really do. I applaud
No, I
you.
appreciate it. And it kind of goes back to my business too. Like, I've been detailing cars since I was 16, so I was kind of already in a market where you don't really see a female out cleaning cars. And so I took the idea, hey, I could take this and run with it. Well, we're running.
It's
sprinting.
it kind of boils down to something that Darian said when we talked to him. He said, I just got tired of being a spectator. I got tired of watching other people do it. And
Yeah.
you can be one of two people. You can sit and watch, and when you're 100 years old, like Eddie,
Yeah.
you can find yourself sitting in a rocking chair at a rest home,
Wish I'd have done
looking back on, hey man, I wonder if I could have done it. Or you can be the person who steps out, rolls the dice, sink or swim,
Yep.
win or lose, I'm going to try
Oh,
and
yeah.
see.
It's all about trying. It's all about having fun.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people too. As far as Bowman Gray goes, we run a tight schedule. I mean, it's literally 18 weeks straight, except for the 4th of July. So for anybody getting racing and all that, it's great. It's awesome. It's fun. It's probably the most fun you'll ever have. You'll never feel just all the emotions. Like, you could be happy, you could be nervous, you could be sad. I mean, it's just all at once. Everything's hitting you, but it's a long, hard 18 weeks. And, you got to have help. So these same people are sacrificing their time away from their families almost all summer, because it's pretty much night and day at the track. I mean, we get there on Saturdays as early as 8 o'clock, practice till 12, back at the track at 12. At 2:30, you got practice, you got qualifying, then you got the race, and then the fans come down. I mean, you're not getting home until after midnight most nights. So you literally have to spend your whole Saturday wrapped up at a racetrack. And it's tough for 18 weeks. And then Sunday morning, you know, get up, try to be at the race shop 10 o'clock, assess what damage you have, you know, start ordering parts Monday morning. And you could be tied up in the shop every single night for weeks.
Circle track racing is definitely much more of a grind than drag racing. Having done that before, it's easy just to roll the car in the box, bring it home. If you haven't torn anything up or broken anything, you know, you're good. The car lives in the box, and the next Saturday you take it back out. Whereas I've worked on these cars before, I've worked on modifieds before, and in 30 seconds, somebody else that you don't even work with, don't even hardly know, don't even like sometimes, can tear your junk up
Oh, yeah.
without a second thought. And it's up to you to bring it back and your crew to assess the damage, like you said, and work night and day for the next 5 days to get it back race ready. So it's definitely a grind. You're under the gun most every weekend.
Oh, you are.
That you're racing.
You are. And then you also got to remember, I mean, like you were saying, somebody kind of demolishing your stuff. You kind of always put in the back of your brain, I'd say. And you only get them when you think the opportunity is right. I mean, there's stuff I'm holding on to from 2 years ago. I haven't retaliated yet because we're not competing for
Because
first
it's not
and
Saturday.
second. We're not third and fourth. I'm not retaliating on you for a 10th place finish and potentially taking my car out and yours. But we're going after the flag, and I remember what you've done to me or have done. Well, then, you know, there's racing incidents, and then there's pure blank taking somebody out.
And payback's a bitch.
Well,
Payback's
you
a
cannot.
bitch. It's going to cost, but it's going to cost them too.
That's right. You can't climb in any form of competitive race car and strap those belts around your shoulders, no matter who you are, and not have a competition nerve that's just anxious to get it on.
Oh yeah, it's definitely there, and especially after practice, you know, I'm always constantly, I gotta do better at this, but I beat myself up, you know. But I also ask for a lot of feedback. What am I doing wrong? What do I need to do? Oh, we need to get in deeper. How far deeper? Okay, well then I gotta kind of adjust myself to the track. I mean, if you apply too much brake, I mean, you could push the nose. If you go in too hot, not enough brake, that's when it would push the nose out. Next thing you know, you gave up the whole bottom. Well, if you do that during a race, guess what? They're going to be saying, your spotter's going to be saying, inside, oh, here's another one, inside. And next thing you know, you get shuffled to the back. So I try to work on a lot, and I practice probably more than I should. But they say seat time's everything. And I mean, even this past 2 weeks of practice, I've learned, golly, so much stuff, just what I could do different in the car is, you know, tips that my spotter had told me to do that I've never even thought of. And one of this is kind of cheesy, it's kind of stupid, but I've never been in the car and caught the car in front of me and thought, as what he told me, all right, now pay attention. You've caught him, pay attention how the car is reacting coming off the corner. What would you do in this situation to get by him? And I'm like, oh, why have I not thought about this the whole time? And I'm like, okay, so I'm watching the car in front of me, and I'm seeing exactly what it's doing, and I'm like, I know exactly where I'd make my move and how to do it cleanly.
Because that person occupies real estate that belongs to you, and you've got to take it.
You got to. I mean, we only got 20 laps.
Yeah.
You know, within reason. I mean, there's a right way to move somebody, there's a wrong way,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
And when it comes to people in general, you know, like I said, you kind of just remember how you were drove, how you were got into, what potentially took you out. I mean, there's a couple nights where I was doing really good, and it just seemed like there's 2 laps left. Why are we taking each other both out for 5th place? I mean, we had 2 laps. Why couldn't we come on with 5th and 6th? That would seriously help us out both. But I mean, you're not going to win it. You're not going to win it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe once in a blue moon, top 3 cars, 4 cars pile up in corner. But I mean, what's the chance? Well, I mean, why wreck? I mean, it's different at hard racing and, you know, top 3. I get that. But some of these guys out here, I mean, it's like life or death fighting for 12th place. And I'm like, we both suck right now. Like, calm down. You know? Jeez, that stuff just aggravates me. And that's kind of where street stock and sportsmen are different. It seems like in sportsmen there's a lot more respect. People aren't trashing each other's shit like they do in ours. But
Right.
It's funny you say that when you say it's life or death. It reminds me of my former profession and the similarities between race car drivers. It is a warrior mindset. It is a life or death mindset when you get in that car, because you didn't spend all week working on this thing, and you didn't spend all this money to be mediocre.
exactly.
And somebody said one time, if you ain't first,
You're
you're last.
How's
So-
a fry cook compared to racing?
How is what?
A fry cook.
I can show you better than I can tell you. So, nobody in racing wants to be average.
No.
Hey, if there's a field of 20 cars, if I can just finish 10th, that'll be worth all of this money and pain and agony and,
Right.
drag racing. If I can just make it to the quarterfinals, I'm happy as hell and we can all go home. No, that's not what you came here for.
Yeah, I agree. I think, but also, especially people that are rookies and starting out, I mean, you've got to set small goals. Like, my first small goal for this year is to have a podium finish at the stadium. Would I like to win? Absolutely, but finishing top 3. I've raced Carteret, I finished top 3. I've finished every position known to man, I feel like, except for 1, 2, and 3. So my big goal is, I'll be over the moon if I can push my car. I've been trying to get my car across the scales for 4 years now, So I think, too, in my first year, same deal, top 10. Finish, that was my main deal. Finish, try to get top 10. And I did that. I literally rode around, did not pass hardly nobody, and I ended up finishing 5th in the points out of, 38. Whereas last year, I tried to get more. I had a lot of problems with my car. No one's fault, just mechanical stuff was one after another. And I was trying to be more aggressive. And whenever you try to be more aggressive, potentially wreck out. I think I finished in the points last year 10th or 11th. So, not that great. But I'm not really point racing
But if you
anyways.
keep those unreasonable expectations for yourself,
Oh, yeah.
and you'll never be satisfied with mediocre.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah. You're there to make grown men cry.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
So I'm not here to we can be friends later, but when this thing cranks up, I'm here to make grown men cry.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then I'm going to laugh at you when you are crying.
Exactly.
And I may even use that side view mirror over there to salute you.
But yeah, it's awesome. I love racing. I think about it 24/7. I dream about it all the time. Talk about it all the time when my friends get mad at me and stuff. But you pretty much have to make it a lifestyle. When you're
If you want to do an hour.
when you're dumping all your eggs into one basket, which is this is my basket right here.
Well, you look at folks that have been famous in the past. Look at Michael Jordan. Talked about basketball all the time. Mm-hmm.
It's funny you bring that up. So my car number's 23. Mm-hmm. My mom named me Jordan. My mom was a huge Michael Jordan fan back in the day. So
There you go.
I am a Tar Heel fan.
We'll gloss that over
We'll polish that.
with chemical guys, ceramic wax. So yeah, most successful athletes, they eat, drink, sleep.
You got to. You
Yeah.
got to. And
Otherwise you're going to be mediocre. You're going to be average, which is as far from the bottom as it is to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody goes to.
This guy and the great philosophy.
I know, right? I'm waxing philosophical and whatnot. Yeah. Nobody goes to the steakhouse and says, "Hey, just give me your average, I don't know, hamburger steak. Give me your average hamburger." No, I didn't come here to Ruth Chris to eat a damn hamburger.
What is up?
I'm
love it,
telling
dude.
you, man.
I love it. I don't know who this dude is.
I guess that pet talk on the way up to the mountain.
Must have
Really?
done it.
Yeah, that one time you
Usually-
backhanded me when we was turning in the driveway.
He's like,
Yeah,
Nah, he's like spitting this great philosophy stuff.
that's right.
Carry on.
Yeah. Well, hey, Jordan said she'd give me this jack right here if I threw out some wisdom. So I'm digging deep, man. This is a damn aluminum floor jack right here. So
we might need that one for Saturday.
you need
Let's
this.
talk to you about that.
Come on out there, Kevin.
And that's yeah. So we ain't got much to talk to my man here yet.
Yeah.
So
Of
Kev,
me.
So
Crew chief, right?
It's my crew chief right here.
Oh yeah.
Tell them about yourself.
Let's see.
My name's Tim.
My name's Kevin. my name's Kevin. This is my first year stepping up to that role of being crew chief for Jordan. Little do anybody know, I did not know what Bowman Gray was at all. For years, I would hear from my parents' house, I would hear the race cars going around, and I'd go, Mom, Dad, what's that noise? They go, "It's cars running around the track," and I'd go, oh, okay, and I would just call it a day. And then my buddy called me and was like, let's go to Bowman Gray. I was like, what's that? He's like, you don't know what Bowman Gray is? I was like, no. He's like, it's the football field that has a racetrack around it. I was like, okay, we'll go. First day, the first night I went, was hooked.
Yep.
He goes, now I'm gonna take you down there to the pits and you're gonna meet Jordan. And I go, oh, I'm about to meet a dude. Okay, cool, great. I'm about to dap you up. Hey man, you did good out there. Yeah, fun. I walk down to the pits, get to Jordan's trailer, and I look and I'm dumbfounded. I tap my buddy. I go, that's a girl. He goes, yeah, it's a girl. And I go, all right, now you got me. I'm hooked. And I went every Saturday since. And then got a call from my friend and goes, since I started my small business, and she was like, hey, you want to sponsor my car? And I go, sure, let's do it. Let's get on it. Let's ride this wave. So I've been sticking by your side ever since.
So you're both small business owners.
Yes.
That's
Tell
impressive.
them how you got on the car. How did that work?
Oh, how I got on the car, that was funny. So, get a call from my buddy that brings me to Bowman Gray, and he goes, hey, they want you to sponsor. And I go, okay. And they give me a price, and I go, oh, okay. Didn't think sponsoring a car would be that much, but okay. And I was like, yeah, probably won't do it this year. Won't do it, it's fine. Like, I feel like it was by the grace of God. Like, he knew that I needed to do this. Get a call back, and I was like, I just told you, I can't do it. Hey, this is Jordan. Oh, hey Jordan, what's up? Hey, how about you want to sponsor the car? I was like, yeah, but again, I just started from the ground up. Everything's going crazy, trying to start it up. She goes, I'll make a deal with you. I said, okay, what? She was like, you watch my dogs, because that's what I do, Kevin's Critter Care. You watch my dogs, I'll put your name on my car. I was like, without hesitation, you got a deal. Hung up the phone, ran like a little boy, 5-year-old boy that just woke up from Christmas. Goes, Mom and Dad, guess what? I'm putting my name on a race car. And they're like, really? And I go, yeah. You sure? Yes, I'm sure. What's it gonna look like? I don't know. This is all new to me, Mama. And then my mom just loves her to death. Yeah. But yeah, I mean.
So you've got the Felix Sabates syndrome. You just want to go in and own a car now.
Yeah. There's days where I'm just scrolling through Facebook Marketplace, like, oh, here's a car.
Yeah.
Or we'll be here and we're working on something in the trailer or something. We're like, where's Kevin? He's in the car. Acting like he's driving it.
Yeah, my man.
Yeah. One day.
No, it got me too. The bug hit me just as bad. I don't care about cars. I'm a Tesla guy, right? Yeah, I know, right?
And I was more of a video game guy.
Yeah,
like I would go on YouTube, watch a bunch of video games. Even though I had the games, I would go watch them, figure out how to play them better and stuff like that. And then Bowman Gray happened, and it was just like, okay, forget video games, forget this, and I mean, but it opens my eyes to honestly being able to do this for 18 weeks with her. I mean, there's a lot of people that can't say they spend 24 hours a day with their best friend. 24 hours a day living, like hanging out, doing life with their best friend. Yeah. And I feel like this new chapter with the car and me stepping up in this new role, and I mean, there's so many people that got me to where I am right now. So I'm grateful for everybody that has got me to where I am right now. But I feel like this year is a whole new year, a whole new fresh start to just let's see what Jordan can do.
Yeah.
Let's see what.
So you face a lot of the challenges that she faces when you put the headset on, because you're potentially helping make calls on the car that she lives and dies by on the racetrack. Yeah. So how do you feel about shouldering that responsibility right now?
I tell a lot of people this. It's hard. It really scares me because I mean, I haven't been in Bowman Gray for years. I haven't been to any really NASCAR racetracks. I've been to like 2, but like getting into knowing that okay, this year you really have to like Jordan's life is in your hands. Like you have to be on your P's and Q's, listen, pay attention. You need to make sure whatever she's relaying back to you, you have some type of plan in place just in case anything happens.
Oh yeah. With Jamie.
Yeah, and Jamie. Love Jamie to death, and he's really good with me having him by my side just to help me in everything.
Because a lot of people aren't privy to what happens off of the track, particularly at Bowman Gray Stadium. Now they can get on TV or they can go to a NASCAR event and they can see a small portion of the chaos that takes place while the cars are going around the racetrack in the pits. But I think Ash was equally as surprised when we were there that night at just the sheer unbridled chaos that happens behind the field house over at Bowman Gray Stadium while a race is taking place. And you're battling right there with her. You've got the headset on, you're getting feedback from her, and you're potentially making calls to help her or hopefully help the car. So you're facing that, just the tension is just as high with you as it is with her.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I commend you for taking on that responsibility. I've done it before, so I know what you're facing. It's hard. It's hard because you don't want to put her in a bad position where she loses track position that she's fought for, and real estate that she owns now. And you want to hope that every decision that you make progresses forward for both of you. But I just applaud both of you for taking this on. I mean, it's just to grapple with your dream and grab it and run with it. And like Darian says, the water is always warm. Come on in. You've waded in neck deep, and y'all are doing a great job. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Any questions, Stu?
Stu ain't got no questions. He's like Mr.
Socrates. I had to do a lot of thinking while I got standing up at the same time.
The great philosopher here.
He's got that adrenaline dump after pouring all that philosophy out there.
You want to hear it run?
Of course, yeah.
Absolutely. We're never going to turn down an opportunity to hear a V8 run.
I've never seen it, but I've heard it. You need help getting in there?
I'm going to have to get me a tire.
You need my leg? You want my hand?
No, just grab me a tire.
Well, with that chemical guy's wax on there, it ought to be pretty slicky. Just slide
Feel
around.
it.
Pretty slick.
It's that chemical guys though.
Oh, just think how slick it would be.
Oh, yeah. Very.
Yeah, you got it. Cool.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Baby.
That's her.
Sounds good to me.
Do you have a name for your car?
Okay, so last year her name was Old Bitchy. Because she was a bitch sometimes like her mom when she gets frustrated. I am the mom. But I think with all the bad luck and stuff that I had last year, and all the work I've done and upgrades I've done to my car, I feel like she needs a new name. So I need help. I really need help.
I got one.
Finding a name before Saturday.
Ooh, yeah.
I got it. Dirty girl.
Dirty girl. I like that one too.
Dirty girl.
Okay, but I'm around a bunch of rednecks, you know.
They'll think
RTY.
they'll take it right to the
I mean,
gutter.
think about
Oh God, yeah.
Because, well, but you've got your business on the side, cleaning.
Right.
Dirty girl.
I do like dirty girl.
DURTY GURL.
I do like that.
I drink to it.
I do like that.
My work here's done.
What the hell, dude?
My work is done.
What
son.
is up with this?
All that.
I was at least waiting for to see what your idea.
Wait,
What
stay
your
right
idea-
here.
Oh, I was gonna call it the
idea
clean bitch or something like that.
Look that way. Wait a minute. Shine that back over here. Yeah, I can see light all the way through there.
Well,
I'm a genius. I have never known it.
SMRT.
the saying is this is broke bitches racing. Okay?
Broke bitches
So it was
racing.
old bitchy and broke bitches racing.
There you go.
But for kids, you know, if somebody
Uh.
that had a sticker on the back that had that hashtag, it was bougie on a budget.
Yeah, man. Well, you put faith in people that anybody can do this. I mean, I would love to go fly around a track on something, not like something like this, you know, something probably, you know, maybe like a go-kart. But,
Or hopped up lawnmower.
hopped up lawnmower.
Actually, I'm trying to talk Ricky into building him a demo car so we can do one
Oh,
of the,
yeah.
Do it.
some.
Oh.
I'm trying to talk.
If you have dentures, you need to put extra glue because this will rattle your cage a little bit.
I got ball bearings in my balls. I was waiting for this other bitch to
But
start
I'm
vibrating.
trying to talk Ricky into preparing a demo car for him to run in one of the demolition.
You know, I got that
features.
luck, though. I'll be the winner because I'm the first time.
Never going
You need some nuts.
I would do it.
Yeah, I'm probably going to lose
So
one here
this
soon.
is kind of funny, but
I got one in my wife's purse and the other one in my girlfriend's purse. Man, it's tough.
when
to-
guy I had last year, Ronnie, he's done a ton of work. I call him a Papa Scoob, but he said, "All right, you're no different." Like, kind of like back to the topic you were talking about. He's like, "You're no different than anybody else." So I was like, "Why is that?" He's like, "Open your hand." I open my hand, and there's 2 lug nuts, just like that. He said, "I put them in your pocket. Now you got nuts like the rest of them."
That's
I was
right.
like, ever since then, we've cracked jokes on that the whole
Yeah.
time. So every week, I got 2 little lug nuts in my pocket.
Right on, right on. Stu,
Yo,
anything else?
man, I'm tapped out. I'm out.
Let's promote your small business
Yes.
All right.
if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And yours too.
Come on, Kevin.
Come on over here. It's promotion time. Is the other camera still on? Boys, fellas? Look at them.
Y'all paying attention over there?
Hell, listen.
How do you take them anywhere?
I bet he calls the dinosaur.
This one especially.
Oh, he's awesome. He's
What?
funny.
What happened?
I
Yeah.
like them.
It's funny because like we're trying to, you know, we're like let's be professional. This one, he rolls up like, "Hey y'all, what the?" And I'm like, "Whoa!" But today, that's what he is. Oh yeah, we are live streaming.
Oh, it's still working?
I don't
We
know.
think. Okay. Squeaky Clean Express, mobile detail company. We're based out of Kernersville, North Carolina, but we travel the Piedmont Triad. We have everything from steam clean, shampoo, wax. We do RVs, we do boats, we do enclosed trailers. We pretty much do anything. We provide our own water power, and I'm sure you guys will put a link below, but you can book on our website. It's pretty easy. Navigate through there, fill out a request form with what package, car, phone number, basic information. Takes like 3 minutes. And then once it's received, I'll evaluate the schedule, see if it's open. If not, I'll give you a buzz, say, "Hey, I realize you want something in the morning, you want this day, it's not here, but this is what we do have." Go from there. It's pretty easy. And then our system that I got sends an automatic text message reminder the day before at 5 p.m. Just a reminder for your appointment. We also text you like a ETA when we're on the way. I mean, it's pretty easy. I mean, we've cleaned it. I could clean a car in the middle of the desert. It's that easy. Just need the car unlocked, and that's about it.
Well, it's not easy because everybody would do it if it was easy.
It's not easy. I'm just saying, as far
for
as
you, you've got it down.
for the customer, it's super easy.
Gotcha.
I mean, you roll up to their work. Hey, I'm here. They either run down, or half the time they'll unlock it from the window. You clean it. You don't even have to see the customer. Nothing. It's completely hands free. Send them an invoice. Pay it over the phone. However they want to do it. It's just the mobile
Gotcha.
aspect is. For a consumer is awesome. I mean, we jam with that stuff, especially you older people. you know, they was like, oh, I'm at the nursing home. Can you come clean my car? You go clean it. They talk about how dirty it is, and it's like, how many times you drove? Oh, I went to Food Line, you know, about 3 weeks ago. You know.
So how long have you been doing this, Jordan?
So I started at a car wash when I was 15. Kind of used the girl card again in a way to my advantage there, because it was like 30 guys and me, and then after church on Sundays, all these little old ladies would come in there, and they would ask me for me to detail their car, and usually we were on a rotation, like 10 people, so you might hit the detail shop once in your 8-hour work period, but if you're requested, you go. So I was requested a lot, and then when you got sent to the detail shop, I mean, we're talking, this was $6 and like 35 cents, and then whatever tips they would make it minimum wage. But the commission off of a detail that you got was 25 cents. So I was like, screw this. Like, you know, I got a lot of people coming in here really liking my work and stuff. Word spreading around town. People are asking me if I can do it on the side. So I threw a Facebook page or post up one day and was like, hey, I'm moving my house. My mom about killed me the next morning. I left a tub outside, like a clear tub. And, you know, wrote on there, put your keys in there. I woke up the next morning, my mom's about to rip my foot off. There's 10 cars in the driveway. And ever since that day, so I was like, man, you know, you think I'm 16 years old. 16, 17. I was like, I ain't got the equipment. Like, I don't have these fancy shampooers. So I had to just do minimal maintenance stuff. And finally, I was like, nickel to dime, saved everything, and bought a piece of shit van. It worked. All kind of, like, I graduated college, and like my family was like, what do you want? And I'm like, I need a water tank, I need a generator. Like, I'm asking for stuff no one in there, they're like, are you serious? Like, this is not gonna work. It's working.
All right, Kev.
I started a business called Kevin's Critter Care. It's a mobile pet sitting service that comes into your home while you're on vacation, weekend trips, what you name it, I'm there. I'm located in Kernersville, but I travel around Pete My Triad. Or pretty much anywhere depending within reason. But yeah, I come in your home. I can do walking. I can do a pop-in visit. I can stay at your house for weeks in. Stay at your house. I did it because I had a basset hound named Kyla. She died 3 years ago, I think. But she was like my first family hood dog. Loved her to death. Took her to one vet. Took her to all the vet appointments, did everything with the help of the family because it was a family dog. But we just grew that love for her. And then we took her to the vet, and she had a tumor. It was a small one, and it wasn't there. And then all of a sudden, it just takes over her whole left arm. So we made the decision to put her down because we didn't want her to suffer. And that's really where the passion of my business came from. I want your dogs or whoever's dogs. So when I come into your home, I want you to feel like you have somebody safe. You have somebody that's responsible. That you know that even though you're not there, your dog's in safe hands. And I've been doing it for 2 years. It's about to be year number 3 that I'm getting to it, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I love it to death. Just to meet so many different people, so many different animals. Have people just reach out, say, hey, I've heard that you do this, and having that communication foundation is key.
Yeah.
So,
do you have social media as
yes,
well?
I have a Facebook page, Kevin's Critter Care, and that on there is just a bunch of different stuff. I shouted out Jordan yesterday, actually, for my sponsorship post, and it has all different people on there commenting, and they can check me out on there.
All right, so we'll link that in there as well.
Can I throw my sponsors in here too?
Absolutely.
Oh, I gotta read off my phone.
your time.
Okay.
This is.
I will have this memorized for Victory Lane. Okay, Saturday.
Right on.
But for right now, shake and bake, baby. That's right. For right now, all right. Cook's Electric, Freshie Pit Stop, Talco Contracting LLC, Empower, Drainage Solutions of North Carolina, Open Country Land Management Grading, your favorite realtor, Joey Miller, Squeaky Clean Express, not chemical guys, Kevin's Critter Care, Napa on Stratford Road, Anonymous, which I mentioned that earlier. That's the 3-leaf clover. She says luck, so that's why we got a 3-leaf clover on there. She said we don't need it. Mario's Pizza, A1 Pressure Washing, Sandbar Society, Messer Media, CP Performance, and BST Shocks.
Right on, right on.
That's what we got. Oh, and we have room. Okay, we got more room. If you want to advertise your business on this sexy hot rod named Dirty Girl.
Dirty girl. I like it.
This is literally a blank canvas for you to apply some color to and support this young lady and this young man. But this young lady in this endeavor to get behind the wheel of Dirty Girl and show them how it's done. I think we might find space on there for a Mechanicsville sticker.
Heck yeah.
What do you think?
Hey, you're the CEO, baby.
We'll talk about it. No, you're the CEO. We'll talk about it. But we're gonna wrap this up here. Come on in here, Stu. Come on in here, Kevin.
Socrates.
Yeah.
Soccer D's. Good shot.
Oh, nice.
You're all right. All right. We're gonna wrap this up. We've enjoyed our time up here in this secret, top secret, undisclosed location on top of the mountain where we don't have any signal. Supporting Jordan and Kevin here. And if you need to get in touch with us, remember, always reach out to us at themechanicsville@gmail.com. You can find us at our YouTube channel at themechanicsville.com. That'll take you directly to our YouTube channel. Look in the links of each video, the description for the tags of the videos that we have, what we're featuring. Also in that description, you can find a link to our spread shop and our Amazon store. Always pick up your Mechanicsville merchandise there. And one last thing, everybody give me a V. A V.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
Come
okay.
on,
All
man.
right.
That's a 3.
Why y'all bring
All right.
him?
You know who you are. Free the Vega.
Or I'll burn your house down.
Go there.
I don't know